Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One.
Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, where there's bottles, these Sharon flexes. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky and the ill hickory smoke. Carotene, we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No catch, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch the snap back to fit the cat, so we Nick dripping. Nick feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG Anunoby. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody.
It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. Real talk. Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute, salute, salute. What's going on? Salute to the fam. Salute to everybody. Knicks Real Talk. It's the pregame show, Divine Shot Powers. We in the building about to get the popping for the next hour, man. Talk about this big thing with Watson and all that good stuff, man. See if we can go for 8 in a row and all that good stuff, man. Shout out to that go out there and get a win today. So we're going to really get into it, man. Talk about this here and everything else upcoming in the Knicks universe. But first and foremost, we're bringing this my partner in crime, my man, the one and only Shot Powers. What's good, my brother?
Peace to you, Divine, as always, man. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's talk about this Knicks basketball tonight. And if you're in here and you're new right now, please subscribe, hit those like buttons today. I don't really ask for it as much, but today we trying to get to just a little bit over. We had a goal, and we right there at the goal, but it seemed like we can't get over that goal. We right there. We need a couple more subscribers, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get it, Divine.
I ain't too proud to beg.
Word up. Word up. I don't do it often, but I'm saying we right at 1,294, 95 or something like that. We our goal before the middle of the season was trying to get to 1,300, and hopefully by the end of the season we'll be at 2,000. So let's help us, help you, help us to help you, to help you, to help us, to help you.
Real talk. Appreciate that, Shot Powers. Appreciate that chat. Darren, what's good, my man? Jermaine, what's good? What's good? Coach in the building. Buzzer Beater, thank you for the subscribe. Buzzer Beater, my man. Appreciate you. John McDowell, Mr. Tito's is in the building. Salute everybody in the chat, man. I hope y'all had a good day today, man. And y'all ain't here with us, man. We spend a little time and talk about this Nick thing tonight. And Krim's dad, what's good, man? I can't forget you, man. You at the top. Krim's dad was popping, my man. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate
Thank
everybody.
you, Buzzer Beater. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Brother Beater, appreciate you, my man. But yeah, Shot Powers, Knicks are watching at the Capital One Arena, man. Tonight, got to go out there and try to get 8 in a row. Coming off a good but not so good type of game with 50-50 game we had and everything like that. But other than that, we got a win the other night, man. We moved to 22-10. Trying to make some noise in the East, man. They moving on up in the East a little bit, Shot Powers, and we got a chance to do some good things. So I'm excited about the game today, knowing that I think it'll be a different outcome and all that, man. But I'm just glad to be here, talk this Nick talk and all that. Before I pass it to you, let me shout out the other couple of people who came in. Just Knicks was popping, Queen Darlene, Quist Rowe. What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all coming in, real talk. But yeah, Shot Power, the floor is yours, man. Knicks are watching tonight, man. Another chance to get a win.
Yeah, last game was a good game. Wasn't a great game, but it was a good game because it showed that we have tenacity. It showed that we have bully power. It showed that we can come back at any given quarter and still win the game. And we took it to overtime and we won the game. And that's gritty basketball. That's always what we talk about, Devon. New York City Gritty Committee. They performed last game and won the game. And guys had good numbers. They just wasn't shooting as good. But the defense was sporadic in the first quarter, in the first half. But the second half, we locked it down. And in essence, we took it to took it to where we could get to the overtime, and we captured the overtime win. And I'm happy about that, and I'm happy about this team, Divine.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, man, just another win when you win on your best night on one side of the ball, put up 136 points. The offense never failed us in New York right now. Here anyway, offense been good all year. You know, like I said, sometime, you know, and you'll see tonight, to me, why I think that this was just one of the nights with travel and everything. Because I watch this team tonight, man, out with a day's rest. You know what I mean? They probably going to go in there and do the damn thing tonight. So I really like the fact that these cats just stay with it. They stay with it. They grinded it out. They let Brunson take control of the game, did what he had to do, and that's the reason why he's a captain. You know, he went and showed and proved. So, you know, obviously he's supposed to beat this team anyway, but we should have beat them better. You know what I mean? And that's the whole key thing. We didn't lose the game, so we know we're supposed to beat them, but we just didn't beat them the way we should have beat them because of circumstances. But I'm happy about the chances to come back and do it again tonight, to get it out of their mind. And because some guys play some good, I seen some good things out there. Just it wasn't to our satisfactory what we normally see with the Knicks, but are good enough to get the win, man. So, you know, but tonight I think Washington see a different New York Knicks team tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Knicks come out there more focused, more rest. You know, and just focus and get this thing back to Madison Square Garden for Wednesday against the Jazz, because y'all already know it's gonna go down Friday. We're gonna be in OKC, biggest game of the year to me, just from a standpoint of competition. So I'm really excited about these guys tonight. Y'all probably trying to get that 8th win and move on, keep themselves a pace in the standards, knowing that on any given day now, Boston can lose a game and we be right there. But ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks win tonight, we'll be a half a game out of second. Let that sink in. Half a game out of second. That to me is pretty impressive after what the little things we had to go through to get to where we at, Sharp Hours. So let's hope they can put the foot on the pedal tonight and let these guys know that what happened to you the other night was that just don't happen 24/7. So let's see what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a different outcome to the game, and I think we play more like we played them the first time that we played them. They did do something different though. They played all the young guys. The two guys, their two main scorers that control the basketball, did not play that the last game, and they played more with fluidity. They played amongst themselves. This is, I think, this was their biggest 3-point percentage of the year against us. So they did things different, and they played well. But now that we've seen them, I believe, in my opinion, now that we've seen this team, we won't have the same. It won't have the same outcome. It'll be a bigger discrepancy between the points tonight, I believe. And I mean, I think the Knicks are good at refocusing, and Tom Thibodeau is a very good coach. And this could be called a bounce back game, if you want to call it that, because we almost lost this game. This game was almost lost. You know, man, if it wasn't the heroics of Captain Clutch, this game was lost. If it wasn't for a big cat digging in your alley and your trash, how you say it, Divine, digging in the trash, you know what I mean? Big alley cat, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for him digging in that trash, we would have lost this game. And other players. Josh Hart, you can't forget. Mikal Bridges, you can't forget. OG Anunoby, you can't forget. The defense that Precious did and grabbing all those rebounds, 7 rebounds in 19 minutes. Deuce McBride playing 19 minutes and playing stellar defense. Without those contributing factors, we could have lost that game. I mean, but what we did, we won the game, and I'm happy that we did that. And I think tonight's game, like you said, Divine, is going to be a little different because now we're not coming in at 2:00 on the airport. We ain't getting to the hotel about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We ain't going to be able to sit down at 4 o'clock and try to go to sleep and then wake right back up at 7:30, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning to go to practice, to go to the in-game, pre-game that they do with Tom Thibodeau talking about how he wants to work the defense, how he wants to do different things and do all this stuff. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to be sitting there drinking coffee, sitting at the table like this. Like, dang, man, I need like an hour's sleep. It ain't going to be like that tonight. So what I believe, and one big thing is Josh Hart on, I think it was Instagram, one of my streams that I watched, he had said this was one of the toughest games that he had as a back-to-back game because of the fact that they got in so late. So with all that being put in the thing, with this little bit of time off for them to relax, relate, release, and get together and you know, be out here with this team, I believe that we're going to have a different outcome to the game because of just the rest factor. And I think Tom Thibodeau works a different lineup tonight where you'll see Precious a little bit more, where you see Payne a little bit more, where you see Shamus a little bit more. You'll see Deuce tonight, and they'll perform better than they did last game.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody, man. Let me shout out some of the people who wasn't in when we shouted them out before I go to the next topic. First and foremost, let me shout out Jay Chosen, JC. What's popping, my man? We'll see you soon. If you get in, man, you know, after the retap, you know how we get down.
201 to 43, really, Jay? Really?
Right. And salute to the podcaster, the host of all hosts of the podcast of all podcasters. And if you don't know the ledge, you're going to fall off the edge. I'm trying to tell y'all real talk. But we got my man Ron, Salute Ron in the building, Mr. CEO. You already know how you get down, my man. I appreciate you, Ron, always, man. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all hit that. I don't really need to, he speak for himself on Saturday. I need to go down there and check the fire out, though. You want Ron gets a popping on Saturday, man. If you want to get up on Saturday and you ain't got nothing to do that's important, just hop on Steel Knicks fan and you can get all the knowledge and content you need, my man, because he be putting it down there. So to you and Ron, my man, Ron, what's good, my man? Y'all know they got the other show popping off on Wednesday, I think Monday and Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all hit up my brother Ron, man. Real talk, man. Good people right there. But yeah, man, salute to the rest of the chat. Annoying House of Saints, thank you, my man. I think we there appreciate you. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Coach, APAP, my man, what's good, brother? Beat everybody, man. Knicks and ladies, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Knicks, Washington Wizards down in the Capitol, man. I'm gonna go out there and try to eke out a victory, ladies and gentlemen. You know, at 7:00. Hopefully they go down there and get a popping shot powers. But I'm looking forward to these guys going out there doing what they need to do to get us back into where we need to be, man. I think they go down there tonight and do what they normally do it the way they're supposed to do it. Give them young guys credit down there. They, you know, like I said, Brian Keefe got them guys playing pretty good down there for the last game or two. Then they really, especially without Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole eating up all the shots and minutes. Sometimes I think you spoke about this yesterday. That's why it's good when you got guys like. That's why I think Orlando Magic. All I'm saying is to say, excuse me, let me catch myself. That, you know, just like Orlando Magic, when you got your best players out, them young guys really get a chance to say, I'm in the NBA playing basketball, and they go out there and perform the best they can because they know that's a shot for them to get their bag. You know what I mean? If they get to play at a certain amount of time and get a rhythm, the coach can be like, okay, this cat is good. And I think that's what Washington did the other night. Them young cats got in the groove, and they found themselves like, oh, snap, we are competing with the Knicks. And, you know, and then they got aside and kept it moving, you know what I mean? But tonight, different story. I think we go get it on game day tonight, man. We go in there and make it happen. I'm looking for them guys to respond real well. I'm looking for Mikal to have a nice game. Like always, them cats has just got good guys who should get the ball done. I would love to see Anunoby get into a little bit more offense flow of the game. He haven't really been offensively, but everything else he does well. But his offense game hasn't really been there for New York. So I like to see my man Anunoby get a popper tonight. And run amok a little bit with the scoring on his behalf. And I think they'd be okay, but it's going to be a good game. You can't take these guys for granted. It's always a trap game. Everybody want to go up against New York. I don't really care who it is. You can be the bummest team in the world, but everybody get up, they get amped when they come play the Knicks, man. Something about that orange and blue and that name on the front of that jersey. They got everybody in the NBA wanting to make sure they try to beat us. I guess it's the nostalgia of being in New York. You know what I mean? It's the greatest city in the world, you ask me, by far, to me anyway. So I think people understand that, and then I think they really want to come to New York and say, man, you know, well, y'all New York, whatever. But I know that's how some people think. I hate to tell you that, but they got to go get it tonight, man. I'm looking forward to it tonight, man. I think Nick's gonna bust them up tonight, Shop House.
Yeah, you know, it is. This should be a different style of game. You know what I mean? I think we kind of took over in the fourth quarter and dominated them in the fifth quarter, even though they got a couple of get-back shots and stuff like that. But overall, I think, you know, that's where I hope that they take the lead from. You know what I mean? From the end of the fourth quarter or the end of the overtime and bring that intensity in early. And I mean, you take this team hard out quick. You know what I mean? You limit them, you pound them, you beat them. You get fouls against them. And another thing, the Knicks are getting to the line a lot now. But in the beginning of the year, we're talking 12, 14, 17 free throws a night. Knicks are getting to the line almost like last year, 25 times a night now, last couple of games. So that is what we need to do to this team. We need to we have been killing the field goal percentage down low, mid-range. We killing it down there. So we need to beat teams up, down low and then flare the ball out on the wings or something like that for our 3-point assassins that we have on the team. We beat them down low and get them in foul trouble. Cat doesn't get a lot of calls, man. I seen one time what's the dude on this guy swiped down at his arm and he's going up at the ball and he's hit him all across the arm, all across the thing, and no call, no foul, no nothing. Anyway, we need to beat teams up more down low. You know what I mean? I like the moves that Cat was doing down low when he was doing the turnaround baseline jump hook. He comes across the lane and does a hook shot. He has that in his arsenal. Let's beat them up down low. You know what I mean? Get them tired and wore down and let Cat wear on them. Let OG get some open lane so he could go down there and throw it on them. You know what I mean? And these things that take the heart out of them. Once you take the heart, you punch him in the mouth. You don't hit him with the 1-2. You hit him in the mouth. Bang! Just hit him. And then you wear him down. Start hitting him in the body. You start hitting him in the body. You start hitting him in the face. Then you hit him in the body. You know what I mean? You slowly beat him down. And if we can contain ourselves to what we always talk about, Devon, under 25, 26 points a quarter, we should have a dominating win tonight.
Yeah, I think so as well. And you touched on the point before I go any further. And it's a good thing to do because today is 1 year ago today, ladies and gentlemen. 1 year ago today, the Knicks traded for Anunoby. 1 year ago today, the Knicks traded for Anunoby. And he haven't unimpressed at all. You know what I mean? I can't wait till we see this cat in the playoffs, a full playoff, be healthy. We didn't have him last year, the whole playoffs. I really want to see this cat get down. Real talk, man. And this is a bunch of wise things going on in the chat. Salute to everybody in the chat. Keith, Johnny Davis, APAP, everybody, man. Big Taz, all the guys that get G Money in the building. Salute to the guys who I haven't shouted out and all that good stuff, man. As always, and Billy Goat, what's good, my man? Always a pleasure to see you as well, man, in the chat. Salute to everybody, man. You know what it is, man.
AP Super all
got like and subscribe for Knicks Real Talk.
Yes, indeed. Hit it for us, my man. We appreciate y'all, though. Shy Powers, we go over what's on tap in a minute. But like I said, I'm yancy about these next couple of days because, ladies and gentlemen, Friday is the go down. This what Monday and Wednesday need to be about, getting prepped to go to OKC and let them know you might see us at the end of the year.
Facts.
That's what I want this game to be. This to be a tune-up game for the Utah Jazz on Wednesday, and make that be that thing where we fly out to OKC and say, no, we coming out there to put some work in. Win or lose, we coming to put some work in. You know what I mean? And I'm excited about this thing Friday, man, because now we going up against the creme de la creme. You know what I mean? Top of the food chain. You know what I mean? You know, top of the NBA, damn near them in the Cavs. So these cats is playing good ball this year. They won like 10, 11 games in a row, something like that. They haven't lost anything yet. But but think about it, ladies and gentlemen, we on our 8 in a row shit too. You know, the Cavs, the Knicks, Cavs, and these guys about the hottest teams in the NBA right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And now this is what it's all made of. So we just got to take care of business today, man, real quick, and just cross T's and dot I's. Don't take these young guys for granted, man. I know they're trying to make a name for themselves, but they can't make it on our backs, though. So we got to go out there and let them know that, you know what, the reason why where y'all at, because the direction y'all going, the reason why where we at, because this is the direction we going. We just let them know that tonight. You cats going that way, we going this way. And I think they go out there tonight and give them a universal beatdown tonight, Shy Powers. I think it's mind, body, and spirit beatdown tonight, my man. I think they're going to go get it tonight. So, but Billy Goat touched on something interesting earlier. Hey, Billy Goat, I wouldn't be mad if they sat Brunson tonight. I really wouldn't. I would not be mad at that, Billy Goat. I think, we got enough art in the arsenal to beat these guys and hopefully get another day of rest. And he play against Utah. He don't play. Long as he be there Friday, man. You know what I mean? So, but I think they go and get it tonight. If he, he's a warrior, man. That young Shy Powers, Jalen Brunson is a warrior. Real quick, I just make that a segment because Billy Go put it up there. He's a warrior, man. He come to play every night, man. He don't take no nights off. You don't have to, and you can appreciate that about that man. He come to work every night. So if he go tonight, that's good too. But he having a good year for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson, and makes so bad. He ain't got to put up 28 a game because he got guys who will put it up now. He stick around. He said, if I stay around 25, me and the big cat and Mikal do 19, 20, I mean, we good. You know what I mean? and knowing that any one of them could pop for 40. I think Anunoby had 20. I think literally, if it wasn't for them having on two guys, we got up top at one at the top of the bottom, Brunson and Cat. I believe Mikal and my man Mikal and Anunoby on a team like this probably could get you 20. But obviously, we got two guys in front of them who acquire more attention. You know what I mean, when it comes to scoring the ball. But other than that, we got it down there, man. So we just got to see how it go tonight. I think we go in there and get these cats smash mouth, get them out of there, and get this thing, man. Listen, ladies, let's look at the lineups, look at the injury report and all that. Don't go nowhere.
Let me say this one thing too, right before I forget it. We have 4 players that already have scored over 40 points this year, and Josh Hart has led us in scoring twice this year, at least once. I think it was twice though this year. Let that sink in too.
Right, absolutely, real talk, man, for real. But listen, ladies, let's get here what's on tap right quick. Let's look what the two teams got going out tonight and what they doing tonight. Shaw Powell, on that note, let's go ahead and get it popping and let the chat know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, we got the Knicks and the Wizards tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at the Capital One Arena. You already know what time it is. That's just like I said, man. NBA TV, obviously MSG, it should be on air, but it's definitely on NBA TV for those who need to know where it's being tuned in on. Right now, my favorite part of the thing, the Knicks are 22-10. They 5-24. We 3rd in the standard. They 15th in the standards. We 12-6 away. That's awesome. 12-6 on the road. 50% or better on the road. That's beautiful. 4-11. They are at home. We 2nd in offense rating, 30th in defense. They are 30th for offense rating. Excuse me. Shaw Powell. Even though we had a bad defense game, I noticed that our rating didn't move down. It stayed at 13. So I got to figure out what made it like that. It could be some percentage type thing, I guess. But I had to figure that out why, even though we gave up 132, it didn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? So I'll figure that out down the road. But their defense is
it could have been, and I'm only assuming, but I pretty much think this is the reason why. The last game that we played before this, we had a team, we kept them at 85 or something like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that could be the reason why. Yeah, averaged out.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense. There you go. That's facts right there. Yeah, man. We 5th in the association, ladies and gentlemen, in the NBA. 5th net
in
rating.
the NBA.
In the NBA, we 5th in net rating. We 2nd in the offense in the NBA. And like I said, that's why I said when you look at the game the other day, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you know things happen. But you know the Knicks put up 136 points. You know what I mean? They still, even without that, and without the overtime, they put up 123. So it's not like they played bad basketball. They just didn't play good defense through 3 quarters.
Thanks.
That's all it was. So let's see. I hope we don't have that repeat that tonight. But if you look at these guys, team leaders, you know what we got. We got the Burner 25 a game. Jordan Poole for them 21 a game. Carl Anthony Towns 13.5 rebounds. Valanciunas is a handful. That does that. You tell me about bully ball. Valanciunas be bullying though. 7-7 for Brunson and assists and 5 for Poole. Ladies and gentlemen, we all in the green. Last 5 games, all in the green, all wins. Them guys, that's why I say you got to give these guys a little bit of credit the other night because they beat the Hornets and they also they beat the Hornets twice. So, you know, Keith had them 2 wins in the 3 games. The Hornets got some good guys down there. Look how we played them. We played a 98-90, 99-98. You know what I mean? But they beat the Hornets twice. So things happen. You know what I mean? But, you know, them guys, you know, you can't take nobody for granted. That's what happens. Obviously, the previous matchup, 55 with double nickel for my man Jalen Brunson. Carly down 14 rebounds. Brunson 9 assists, 55-9. Scary. Salute to him. Champagne had a good game for them guys too. Well as Malcolm Brogdon, I thought he played some good ball. We're in the blue drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They're in the white district drip tonight. Projector starters, same usual suspect for us. Them guys gonna have excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, I know what that's about. I apologize. Them guys gonna have their same usual suspects in there. For some reason not working. I apologize. That's NBA TV. I have to redo it. But anyway, I'll get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize for that. Real talk. But yeah, Shaw Powell, we just go out there and do what we do. I think Jordan Poole might play the back. I would love to get back to the starting 5, the injury report. So once it get going, I'll reboot it and we can get to that, Shaw Powell. But I think really, you know, the same guy we got going out there, averaging almost 100 a game for a starting lineup. These guys is doing it, man. Oh, here you go, right here. They are really doing it, man. And I think we're looking pretty good on that side of the ball. And we just got to keep building on what we're doing and see how it goes. But the Knicks looking good, though. Let me get back to this what's on tap. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I did get it together. We get up out of here. It can get boring sometime, but we just got to go through what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back right quick. Today, projector starters. Jordan Poole is playing tonight. Cabelli, Carlton Carrington, Kuzma might play tonight, it looks like, and Alex Starr. For us tonight, we got Jalen Brunson, game time decision, McCullough Jr. and Mitchell Robinson still out. For no guys, Bagley out, Sadiq Bey is out. Game time decision, Anthony Gill, Jordan Poole, game time decision, Alex Starr, game time decision. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. But, for what's on tap, they look like they got their main guys in there tonight. Two of them looks like Jordan Poole and Kuzma might play according to NBA TV. Not necessarily mean that they will, but Shop Power, they got them guys playing tonight. It is, and they got some better obviously firepower. That doesn't mean that to translate to the way it did the other day, because now the ball could get stagnant. Who knows how it goes? But I think it doesn't matter to me. When I look at our statistics, we just go in there and do what we do. We should beat them anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to say I'm almost happy to see them in there, because the guys off the bench that played in their place played very well basketball. Was Champagne starting?
That night he was.
The dude from Staten Island?
He was.
That night he was. He's not starting tonight, right?
I didn't see him in there, no.
Right. So he killed us last game. He had one of his best games of his NBA career. I think he had 31 points or something like that. And him being back on the bench made me a little bit more happy, because I'm not sure if the other two guys that we're bringing back that we didn't play last game will give us 31 points apiece or close to those numbers. They can, but Champagne was in the zone that night playing against the New York team. He from Shaolin. He tried to throw the woo sign up like the Batman signal. So he did his thing. He did his thing. Yeah. So I'm almost happy to see Poole and what's his name? The colorful hair dude. I'm glad to. Kuzma. Yeah, Kuzma. I'm glad to see them play back tonight. Because we have a better matchup against them. You'll see OG against Kuzma, and you'll see probably Josh Hart against Poole. So I like those matchups a little better. So let's see what could occur from seeing them. If they play worse than they did tonight, and Champagne is not playing tonight, you best believe those two guys that came in that's going to start tonight may not be on the team by February, the end of February. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they professional. They can get down though. Kuzma's a good ball player. He can play both sides of the ball. Jordan Poole can score when he on. Jordan Poole can then win a game by sometimes when he get hot. He just get in one of them zones, man, and he do it. So we can't take it for granted, because they have more firepower coming back tonight. So we got to go out there and play like we play anybody. Just go hard for 48 minutes, do what the coach put out there. He tell you to do, and you go out there and put your work in. And I think they do that. They'll be successful tonight. I got the Knicks just doing the thing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see it being no different. But what I am happy to say, I can't say it enough. We are one game behind the Boston Celtics. Let it sink in, ladies and gentlemen. The New York Knicks, one game behind the Boston Celtics. So I'm ready to get this thing popping. But we can go ahead. I think by the next week, the New York Knicks will be in second. You can book that. You can book it. No, I'm serious. Even no matter what happened to OKC Friday night, which I still think Knicks can go down there and put some work in. I think this is the game the NBA might be waiting for Friday. I think this could be, you never know, could be the finals matchup. Knicks and OKC, you never know. So, I'm just looking for, from a test standpoint, how good is the team against a team like this here, Shot Powers? Do we need to do anything different? And they let the front office know, depending on how where that game go. I don't think you could judge it by one game, but they'll let you know that, okay, we good. Or they might say, okay, we might have to see this put Mitch into the equation and put Mitch out of the equation. The front office might be saying, okay, you know what? We're trying to get to a championship. We think we built a roster, but we might be short this here. This games like this, to me, what they call it, you get to test where you at, not only from a player standpoint, from a coach standpoint, also from an organization standpoint. Is this team good enough to beat that team in the finals? And so do I need to get some more pieces to do that? That's why I like this game for that reason, because I think it lets your whole organization know where you at as an organization. You're about to go up against the creme de la creme, ladies and gentlemen, in the NBA Friday. So I'm not to jump the gun, but I say that to say that that's why these games like tonight is so important. You know what I mean? And things like, you got to get every win you could get, because we obviously all the odd makers who watch NBA basketball, you ask anybody, they're gonna probably tell you that OKC is gonna win the game. You know what I'm saying, Shaw Powers? Anybody gonna say, I don't care who you are. I'm talking about if you just deal with the numbers, they're gonna say OKC at home, number one team in the country right now, in the NBA for that matter, and we going up against them. A lot of people gonna have them to win. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I know we got enough firepower. If we go hard for 48 minutes, they got to deal with us just like we got to deal with them. We got 4 jokers in our team who literally put up 40 points in each game of their own this year, I meant to say, in the last couple of weeks. We got an all-star. We got an all-star point guard, an all-star center. We got an all-NBA point guard and an all-NBA center. We got 2 premier wing defenders. So if you talk about SGA, well, we just got to try to make it hard with him with Mikal Bridges. If you talk about Jalen Williams, we got to Anunoby got to make it hard on him. So let's get it. You know what I mean? If it's Hartenstein, okay, Hartenstein. Now you got to fuck with Cat now. Let's get it, yo. This shit is crazy, bro. I'm serious. It's crazy. They got to deal with us just like we got to deal with OKC. I can't wait till Friday. But until then, let's wax these dudes tonight, Shot Powers. Then we get it popping. We get it popping Friday.
Yeah, I don't even want to get amped up for that game because it seems like it's so far away. But it's going to be one of those market games that we talk about. And I mean, a big game. We always joke when we come on, man, it's a big game. But that game on Friday Night Knicks is a big game. So tonight we can't take this team for charity. You know what I mean? We can't give away nothing to this team. And the next team, Utah, after that, we go Utah next, right? Yeah. So we can't give no charity to these 2 teams. We got to continue the winning ways. I mean, 2 more wins against these 2 teams. And I mean, convincing wins going into this game on a upper hiatus, or like we say, on top of the hills and valleys. We be on top of the hill going to these guys. And if we scuttle down the hill a little bit by a loss to that team, if so it happens, it won't be a big scuttle down. Because another thing that we also have to take into consideration for that game for Friday is we never played this team this year. That's one of the teams we have not played this year. You know what I mean? So that's what make it even more of a big game, because we don't know how to really, we know adeptly what we're going to match up to, but we ain't going to know what's going to happen on the court and how they're going to play different against us or how we're going to play different against them. So that game is a good throw-up game for anybody to win. And I mean, the Knicks go in there and force their will on them, we win the game. We control all the things that I always talk about, all those things. If we do that to this team, we will win. Our offense is phenomenal this year, and our defense is catching up. Good that we had that 85, whatever game that was, the last game, because we gave a lot of points in this game. And I think those 2 numbers kind of coincided each other. If you add them up, probably might be like 100 and something, 103 or 4 apiece. I mean, so that's good that we had a good low scoring game against that. I mean, we kept that team to such a low score the last game. So this game kind of evened it out. So let's get it tonight, man. I think the Knicks, like I said, you don't knock them out. You don't hit them with the 1 too early. You hit him with 1 just to bust him up, just to, hit him in the nose, make his eyes all blurry and stuff like that. But, snap. And then you just start beating on him. And then once you hit him with that 1-2 and he fall, then you put that foot on that neck. And that's what I think the Knicks are going to do tonight. I think Tom Thibodeau is going to create something for this team to do that, not in the, same format, but in that way, you know what I mean? In that way, that Cat's going to get busy tonight. OG is going to have and another thing that we're not talking about, in my opinion, I do not think Sherman's going to have a bad game. He didn't play many minutes, but Deuce is not going to have a bad scoring game like he did the last game. I don't think Precious is going to have a bad scoring game like he did last game. And I think Sherman may get a couple more minutes this game. So those are big things that I'm going to be looking for in the second unit. The second unit to step up, because that's where we really lacked last game. I think we only had 6, 8, 10, less than 10 points in that second unit. That's where we have to pick up this game with. Second unit got to score about 25, 30 points, 25 and up. I mean, that second unit, 8 here, 7, 8 here, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, 11, 12 here. They got to score about 25 points up, because in our starting unit, we're averaging about 100 points a game. So 100 points, 125 points. That's where I'm doing my narrative.
Yeah, real talk. Good one there, man. Before I bring the panel member in, It's just exciting to be a Knicks fan. But the reason why I want to start, I got to salute the chat out because a lot of good people came in. They all good people when they came in. But salute to E. Gibb, man. Peace to the God, a lot of wise. Darren, Patrick was good, my man. Doug, Agent Super Argo, my man. Already know how we get down. Salute JJ 47K. Salute to you, my man. Thank you, everybody, for coming and cash out. My brother was popping. Giles G. I just want to make sure I get y'all in who I didn't get the shout out earlier. To all you guys and ladies and gents for coming in, man. Real talk, man. Let's go down and get this thing tonight, man. It's gonna be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. We go down there and get a win. Knicks will be a half game out of second, ladies and gentlemen. I am on my standards watching shit and Knicks Real Talk. This time of year, I'm always watching the standards, predicting who go do this. Let Boston lose a game or two in the next couple of days and watch where we be at. You know what I mean? So let's go out and get this win tonight, man. This will be a good win for us just to say, you know what? Because we're supposed to win anyway. We're supposed to beat these guys, and so it's a good win for that note standpoint. Then we go pay back the Utah Jazz what they did to us out there early in the season when we wasn't playing our best basketball. That's what I want. That's why I'm happy about this second round of these teams. Shop out them, the Atlanta Hawks, everybody who beat us when we wasn't fully acclimated together like we are now, more healthy than we are now. I want to see all them teams again. That's why I'm excited about this next 16 games coming up, because a lot of them teams we play. Everybody who probably beat us or we beat them one way or the other, we played them, I think, and plus teams who we didn't play, like the Lakers, everybody. This is going to be a really good one coming up in the next 16 games, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle in, get it locked in, because I'm going to tell you why. 13 of them is in the Garden.
Facts.
16 games, ladies and gentlemen. 13 is in the Garden. With that telling me that I'm going to bring the panel member in, the New York Knicks got a chance to separate themselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Big separation.
They got a chance to separate themselves. 13 home games out of 16. At we 12-6 on the road already. Might be 13-6 after tonight. Yo, this is again going to be interesting out there. So on that note, let me bring in Jay Chosen, man. Bring Jay to the building. Let Jay get his wideness up in here and all that good stuff. Jay Chosen, JC #1. What's good, my brother? What's popping?
Peace. What's popping?
Yeah, man. Knicks Real Talk. You know what it is, my man.
I know what it is. So the key of the game is to score like 100 in the first quarter.
That works for me.
I want to tell you the keys to the game. We're going to score 100 in the first quarter, and then we need to foul them like they're fouling us. And I like what you're saying, Sean. Look, we need to punch them in the face for real. Mm-hmm. And, peace to the Knicks family, to my brothers, guys, and all the people that love. I want to shout out special to my boy Keith on for the first time, all the way from Manchester, England. He's watching right now. All right. So I want to give it up to him. He's staying. It's a different time zone. So he's over here telling me on the message that, he got one eye open watching us right now. So he's a big sports fan, man. Yeah, definitely. He's from New York, but he went over there a while ago. So look, the real key for me, all jokes aside, is the past few games, our defense was stellar. Every time that you could say 85 is what we kept them to. 93 is what we kept them to. And that is the reason, Shai, what you said before, because we kept them to 85, the dividend equals out to what it does, and that's how it works. And plus, you also add in whoever is under and below us, what their dividend, however that works, and that's how they make it. And I appreciate that from guys and people. No, I love to see people showing other people love. And he said instantly, he was like, yeah, when is it on? I'm like, right now. All right. We hung up. He hopped on. So look, I really think I'm with both of you. If they gave Brunson night off, I wouldn't be mad. We really needed more against, OKC. We needed more against, even Utah. Like if he needs a couple days to get that ankle completely right to go up against Shai,
sit him down.
I won't be mad at that, because we finally have a team that we could implement. Look, man, just like you said, we got 4 people who scored 40. We have Josh Hart, who led the team in scoring the other day. That means that while you're looking, it's a distraction, right? It's like the 1-2 punch that you're talking about. While you're watching the left, I'm going to hit you with the right. That's Cat and that's Brunson, right? So while you're doing that, you got these other 2 brothers. Look, who won the game for us the other day when the big man went off? Bridges won the game for us that day, right? So I really, if it was up to me, I would give Brunson and OG rest, because OG hits the floor every game so damn hard, and he plays so strong. But we didn't play no defense last game. It looked like I saw somebody said it earlier. It looked like they was on roller skates where they were playing. We know we could play it, and I've been saying this for a long time. We get top 3 in offense, top 10 in defense. We're a recipe for a championship squad. Now we're 10 deep, legitimately 10 deep, and soon we'll have our 7-footer who, by all accounts, I'm hearing is slim, strong. The coach said it. He's ready to roll. You know, but if I would like to see him, I don't need to see him yet. We're doing fine the way we are. Let him get stronger and stronger and stronger, you know, and then he'll come back in. And the good news is that he knows the system. He'll fit in differently than anybody else that we picked up. All those trade talks we were talking about, getting Valanciunas, who is a horse, he don't know the system. He would have to take 10, 15 games to get right. So I think this game is about a few people that people won't mention. It's about campaign. It's about Deuce McBride, right?
Thanks.
It's about Deuce. It's about my Precious. You know,
Precious.
It's about, you know, it's about Precious for sure. It's definitely about Bridges and OG. Definitely about Cat. You know, when you're a player who plays hobbled and knocks down a double nickel on a team and refuses to lose, that's called superstar, my friend. Anybody want to see what a superstar look like? Go watch the last game. Go watch that last game.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you right now, we are in the midst of watching perhaps the best signing and the best trade in New York's history happening in one court at the same time.
Facts. A fact right there, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all heard that. That fact. Because listen, like you said, Jay Choden, signing my man Brunson and trading for Cat. You dead on with that. And look at these Cats numbers. Look where they got us at right now. So
that's great.
And you throw the McHale trade. Them boys cooking them boys cooking Matt Square Garden there in that front office, man. I'm telling y'all, they ain't done yet. And real quick, one note, I want to jump the gun, but ladies and gentlemen, when Jay Choden and Shot Power said lean and mean Mitch, I'm thinking back to that contract year, ladies and gentlemen, when he got that bag. Mitch Robin was a terrorist out there. The year he got his bag, that he played for his bag that year, but 72 games, he was still a little more. He still was almost like that rookie year, Mitch, with a little bit more weight when he was blocking 8 shots. Remember, Mitch was blocking like 8 shots in one game and jumping over running down the court throwing windmills. That Mitch was like about 230 pounds, 40 pounds.
Max.
Boy, he get anywhere near that, you're gonna see a more agile dude, a guy who probably can even jump even further than higher now. So let's hope so, man. That'd be nice, though. Now, go ahead, Jay. I just wanted to get that in there while you talked about Mitch.
Nah, you're right. You know, I go back and I look at some of them things. They look like babies. That I mean, I'm getting older, but you know that he was at the top of his game. You don't pay somebody that type of money who's not at the top of their game. You know, you would hope that your front office ain't that dumb. We've had some hellacious crap in the past, but like I said, the best signing and the best trade in history at the same time, with another great signing with the defense and a trade that brought you an amazing defender who's big-bodied, who could defend the 3, the 4, and the 5 in OG, and the 2, and could dunk, and his throw-in was a nice guy named Precious. who happens to be playing his ass off. All right. So that yam that he got from Shamit cross court.
Yeah, and the Metro's still looking for him.
They still looking for
Right,
him.
what I'm saying, right?
The Metro Police in Rochester still looking for him.
I've been on their subway system. I've been in that subway, man. He ran down that silver tube as fast as he could, man.
That was a body. When you talk about catching the body, that the reaction of the bench they had me tripping. I'm like, they after he caught a body and got mugged at the same time. You know, he caught a body, he got mugged by his own team. I'm like, damn, bro, you did a robbery and got robbed the other night. So it was funny.
I'm telling you. I felt like he went in his pockets and he took him. He just knocked him back. Bang! Get out of here. You don't need that watch anymore. So, oh man, I'm telling you that, and we keep that going. We're good, man. And look, everybody called me today. The other night, I had one eye open. I've been like dealing with rest and trying to get rest. When I saw that dunk, man, both eyes popped out of my head. I'm like, what? I went nuts. So the fact of the matter is that that's a good question. The fact of the matter is that people called me and they were like, yo, why did the Knicks revert? This was a question I got from a handful of people who are not necessarily fanatics. We're fanatics, right? That fan is short for fanatic. We're fanatics. There's some people are fans, and there's other people are fair weather fans. They'll come back when they get a Brunson and a Cat on their team, but they won't be there when it's Treya.
Yeah, Treya.
Who?
Treya and freaking I'm trying to think of the big light skin dude we got in the 8th pick.
Knox.
He ain't even in the league no
Frank
more. Frank Nicolina, yeah.
Oh, and if I ever read to you, and I told you I'm gonna do it one day. Somebody sent me a thing. All the picks we had and the people that came right after them or that was in that draft period, you would shake your head until it hurt.
Yeah, Halliburton was right before him, right? Or right after him. I think I remember that.
Yep, and there was like 5 other guys that right now are been in an All-Star game maybe 2-3 times, something like that already is ridiculous. But
let's get to that. Let's get to that chat that was in there from Crim's dad.
I like
about
that.
what is our New Year's resolution for the New York Knicks? What you think, Jay?
Well, I think what we need to know is the losses that we had, in my estimation, were during the times that we were gelling. Now that we are running like a smooth engine in a souped-up Chevy Nova,
I love the Nova.
I want to see. Yeah, I love me. Don't get me started with the cars. Don't get me started with the cars. If that translates with Oklahoma, with all those people, we have taken it to Denver. We have taken it to powerhouse teams. We lost to Boston. We weren't ready for Boston. We had just got Cat. We had just got these people. We're ready now. So the New York's resolution is to play the way we played in that Denver game, or the game prior when we just scored and we held the team to 85, consistently like that, and to be a top 3 in offense and a top 7 in defense. That's the resolution for our New York Knicks, to be a championship team. On
Crim's dad, number one, obviously for me is healthy. Just stay healthy. Stay healthy. Number 2, just let Mitch come back and be the Mitch he always been. Just give me the Mitch you always been. Crim's dad, if you just give me the Mitch with who Mitch always been, I'm super happy.
Yeah.
Number two, unless if you trade him, I understand. As long as you bring in a player that's going to have an impact like him, man, you ain't going to trade him with the guy who coming in and going to help us make us be better. So even if he's here, I just want him to be the Mitch that he always was, man. And might take him a couple of games to get into that Mitch, but I do believe, whenever Mitchell Robinson is on the court with the New York Knicks, he's an impact player. So I'm happy. That'd be another resolution. And my third one, Eastern Conference. I mean, to the finals, baby. That's all I'm saying. Eastern Conference Finals.
I got to turn this off.
Finals. Give me Eastern Conference Finals, and we go out in 7. It's a stepping stone, but we got to get there. Like I said, we already been to the first round. We went to the second round. Now it's time to get to the third round. If we get to the third round, and New York Knicks getting the Eastern Conference Finals, even if they lose the Eastern Conference Finals, but they put up a dog fight, and knowing that this team is the same team coming back next year, that'll be my resolution right there, Shot Powers, is to be healthy, Mitch be back to himself, and get to the Eastern Conference Finals and get down whoever you're going to get down with.
Dang, that's hard to follow up because a lot of the same things that both of you guys said, I feel the same way. Now, I mean, let me see if I can make something different. My resolution is to see Cat being in the All-Star game as the starting center. My resolution is for Brunson to make it to the All-Star game this year. One of my resolutions, if it could come true, is one of the 3 guys in the starting unit, OG, McHale, or Josh Hart, make it to a defensive team this year. And let's see, I can do 1 or 2 more. And for Cat to be in the running for MVP this year. One more on a side note, if it's not the coach, then the executive office to be nominated for best coach of the year or best front office for the year. Because with the moves that the front office and Leon Rose have done this year has been spectacular. So for them to be mentioned in order to get them Mikal Bridges and Cat on your team, that is major for me. You know what I mean? And that's just coming from, like you said, the fandom. You know what I mean? That's major for me. I think that is a big thing for this team to be doing as well as they are, only in their first 33 games tonight, playing together, being almost second in the league, being third in the league right now, with the third most offensive game in the league and moving up in the rankings and 13th in defensive rating. I think those things I'm not even looking for the big term. Those things right after the new year, those things I believe can happen.
Yeah. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, everything he said is spot on. I couldn't agree with him more about everything he said because Executive of the Year, they rightfully earned that one. Man, since this guy came aboard, he should have won it then every year he's been here. Other than maybe that Fournier year, but the last couple of years, Leon Rose and them been cooking with fish grease, ladies and gentlemen, hot sauce, whatever. These cats been putting together. They really made you proud to be a Knicks fan from an organizational standpoint as well. They got the good bodies down there. Leon Rose know the players. I mean, he know the league. They know him. He probably was somebody's agent. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. But Shot Power, you dead on with that, man. Salute to that, to your resolution, because I think all of things should be well sorted out if you look at it from an accolade standpoint. You know what I mean? Yeah, they should get it popping, man. But like I said, I think the Knicks are doing good by the fan base right now. But just to piggyback off of Jay Chosen, the keys to the game, I'll get back to that right quick. I just want to see the Knicks show them guys, you know what you seen the other day? What is the New York Knicks? I can't even keep it basic and simple. Just go out there and just do what you do on a day's rest, and when you get and go out there and get these boys out of there, so you can get on back over to MSG for that game Wednesday. So I'm really looking for you guys to go out there and just rebound the ball real well. I'm looking like Jay Choden, you said, I'm looking for our bench to bounce back tonight. We need to let our bench get it popping. That's why I want these guys if our defense can come play the game tonight, blow them boys out because they know they can't really handle us. Their defense can't handle us. That's why we threw 136 on them. But if our defense will play tonight and our offense just do what it do, that means you will see our bench tonight, ladies and gentlemen. because they'll wind up probably being a blowout. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say that because my answer to when they asked me about how we were so close, I said, first of all, you watched in my estimation, one of the best point guards in the league right now, do a superstar, do what he was supposed to do. He took over the game completely. Completely, and then with 9 assists, 55 with 9 assists. That means that he also got at least 18 points for other people, right? Because they didn't shoot many threes, right? So at least 18. But what if 3 or 4 of those were threes? So now we're talking. He got 55 points plus he helped get at least 18 extra points.
Right. That's right.
Right. So if you add that together, he was involved in 73 points at least, 75 points at least on his own, right? So you got to look at it like that. That's why it's so important, right? So, and I'm gonna tell you, yeah, and I'm watching some of these people, the Eddie Currys and the Prigionis, yeah, for sure. Like we don't have those teams, man. And there was teams, and I was still a fan, man. I'm a huge, to this day, I still think about that tapping with David Lee. But let me tell you, oh my God, probably one of the best things I've ever seen. But we have a team that if we don't, I'm gonna tell you right now, they already talking about Leon Rose as far as the executives go. They have to be right. That no offense to, and I'm gonna say one more thing. There's been a lot of talk in a lot of places. I've been watching on X. I've been watching on things about DiVincenzo coming back, which means we would have to let probably like Daddy A play in G League the whole year, or however it works out. If somehow they pull off, and not saying that I'm truly want it, but I do want it. If they somehow got rid of Randall and Debo for Cat, and then get Debo back on the bench, that's executive of the century to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. That's like me selling you a chain and then saying, "I like that chain," and you give it back to me. That would be ridiculous, and that is something that's real talk right now.
It is a way. Like I see some things. I don't know how. I see some things that it would have to be a trade. Yeah, trade to another team, and then the Knicks will get them from another team instead of getting them from Minnesota. You know what I mean? And it can happen. It can happen in a 3-team deal that Minnesota trades him to XYZ, and XYZ gives him back to us, and we give some to XYZ and to the Minnesota. You know what I mean? Some picks or some, and a player, and whatever. However it will work. It is possible. I don't know if it's going to happen. It would be executive of the millennium. I don't know whatever you want to call it. That would be, because I'm already in the last couple of years. The moves that the Knicks have made have been big moves. The move for RJ and IQ for OG and Precious was big last year. You know what I mean? Big, and it's showing its ugly face this year because it was such a good move that went under the radar. Not too many think, OG, he is having one of his best years here in New York. So they have done some good moves, in the last couple of years. The first year, even the year when they re-signed all those $5, $2, $3, $4 million players that gave them $10 million contracts, it was a big move to make another move. You know what I mean? So yeah. So those are things that you don't, really pay attention to. But executive year is one of the things that I like to see. If Tom Thibodeau can't get Coach of the Year for having a team that he only had under his belt for 32 games, and they're excelling this fast and this far with top 3 offense and almost a top 10 defense, then I don't even know. This is a totally different team than we had last year. We are hitting free throws. Our fast break points this year is incredible. You know what I mean? Off the rebound, the fast break points are incredible. The field goal percentage that we are shooting as a team is phenomenal. Our 3-point shot as a team is great. He put this team together, man, and Tom Thibodeau was working it out. Like he's the distro, Leon is the distro, and Tom Thibodeau is the hustler, and he's hustling
right.
his
He's
guys.
on the block, and
you know what I mean. He's on the block with the guys. He got the guys out there working that work. You know what I mean, putting that work out. So I'm happy with what the Knicks are doing right now, and you know, and you said a great point earlier, Jay, about fandom. Fan and sometimes peoples, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to point no fingers, but you see in a lot of the X's and a lot of the Instagrams, them sometimes in the Facebooks, them sometimes people, they always got something to say that's derogatory to the team. The team is 22-10. 32 games this team has played together collectively with not everybody healthy at the same time. We still not all the way healthy because we still missing Mitchell Robinson.
And I'll
we still not, but we almost there.
Yep. Yeah, real talk.
And I'll add to that. We don't have a backup center for real, like a real backup center. We have a power forward who's playing so big as a center. We haven't had a backup center. We haven't had a defensive center the entire time. Preston just got back. Shamet was hurt and just got back. Payne didn't really get into his own in the beginning. He didn't play the young guys in the beginning. We played with 7 people. Don't get me started on all the naysayers of Tom Thibodeau, okay? The fact of the matter is the way he orchestrated the thing, and then he did the strings over here, and he brought in the cello, and then he brought in the bass. Listen, the fair weather ones or the negativity, that my resolution is for all y'all to catch the wave. My resolution is everybody become a real fanatic. Of course, you could have an opinion on it, and we don't. If we all agree, that'd be boring as shit. But the truth of the matter is that if you can't agree that we have a coach for the first time that won't sit his ass down and yells at every play until the clock goes off and plays hard as hell, and that eventually if he starts like really implementing 1 or 2 people, maybe it'd be Sims, Kolek, maybe it'd be somebody else that I'm telling you, he's going to be 1 or 2 of these kids who are going to have a say in what's going on. And I'm going to put one even step further. If OG doesn't pull up lame in last year, we beat Indiana with 6 people. With 6 people. All right? We would have beat Indiana with 6 people because he had 28 points in the third quarter going in for a dunk and pulled up lame. We would have beat that team with nobody healthy. So the truth of the fact is New York Knicks are 1.5 games behind for second place.
One full game.
One full game, thank you. For
they have a game tonight.
Right. We have a game tonight. We're going to win tonight's game. 1,000-23. All right. We are learning each day how they are learning each. Look, that's a fanatic. A fanatic says we. You understand? We're Knicks. That's how we feel. We are going to beat them tonight, I believe, safe and sound, because we watched what we did and we do not want to do the same thing. We don't want to have I'm watching a team develop to become a championship team right in front of my eyes. I don't know what other people are seeing, but when you got 2 guys capable of scoring 30 to 40 by themselves, each guy, one of those guys is good for 10 assists. The other guys is good for 16 rebounds. And then you got another 2 guys good for 25 points on their own. And then you got a bench. Payne could take over a game. Deuce could take over a game.
Right.
They shoot the ball like water. That little running to the middle 10-footer Jay from Bridges is nothing but water. OG went from one block on the right side, ended up on the left side. I didn't even see him go to the left side. He blocked the other guy. Knicks, baby. We are in third place, basically in second. If you can't get a rise out of that, they got a blue pill for you. I'm telling you right now.
Real talk. Yeah, real talk. Real quick, just I just wanted to not to change the subject. I'm good. I should be, man. I like that. Real talk. But Darren, dead on with that. For those we were talking about the conversation I had, I want to wait till Jay finished talking. But the New York Knicks cannot deal with DiVincenzo this year.
I saw that.
I kind of knew. I've been new, but I didn't want to disrupt the conversation. I want to wait till you finish talking just to put that out there, ladies and gentlemen. You can't trade a person in the time frame you traded him and get him back the same year. That just don't happen like that. Free agency, you got this certain period of timeline, but not that trade. But if he would have came back though, that shit would have been lit. I'd have gave Preston Chua, Jericho Sims, and somebody they want to pick. We going for it anyway. I would have did it in a heartbeat. But anyway, let me bring G Money in the building so he can get in here and talk and get some words in before we get ready to get out pretty soon. But what's up, G Money? What's going on, man?
And that wouldn't have even been the trade, by the way, Devon. It would have been the second round pick plus somebody else for him. And I think there's a way around that. I'm gonna double check that, but he might be right.
Can't do it.
Brunson's starting, by the way. I want you to know.
JB started nice. Salute Jay, salute Divine, salute Shy. What's going on? The Knicks are on fire. I understand that we cannot agree on everything, and that's fine. And we cannot disagree on everything neither. We can agree to disagree on certain things, not everything. There's certain things in life that you gotta acknowledge and see in your face. You can't deny. If you look at the New York Knicks right now, I cannot deny the fact that their offense has been perking. I understand last game against the Wizards, they were playing like cat and dog at times against the Wizards, not taking them seriously. At this end, JB was an absolute animal. He was an absolute maestro with the ball down the stretch of that game. His mid-range was working. His floater game was on point. I felt Karl-Anthony Towns, he had water in his veins. He was making some big shots early in the fourth quarter to keep us head above water. And also the fact that I thought Bridges played a solid game. I do agree with Jay that I think New York has become with way more anger, way more tenacity, because I felt that against Washington played over their heads a little bit, though. And I think the Knicks are going to have a different script tonight, and I think the Knicks will win by at least – I have a feeling we're going to win by 20 points. I have a feeling we're going to clock the Wizards by 20 tonight. I have a feeling.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is going to be like Will Perry said. Will Perry got 135, 110. I can see that.
Possible.
I definitely see that Will Perry. And I also can see Will Perry 135 to 98 too. I mean, I think
that's what I was thinking.
But that's a good one, Will Perry. I agree with that 135, 110. I can see that. But I think the Knicks, because they knew they played a one. Let me get it right. They only played one quarter defense the other day. I think you get to see 4 quarters of Knicks defense today, ladies and gentlemen.
Agree.
I think you see 4 quarters of Knicks defense tonight. That game was an anomaly, like Shaw Power said. Just got off the plane 2:30 at night. Time you went to sleep, power was 5:30 in the morning. Time you got up, blah blah blah. Next thing you know, you got to go to the arena. Shit happens. So Allah Wise got. I like that score right there. Allah Wise 129-97.
Love that.
That's dope right there. I can see that easy. Yeah, I think these guys go out and play, man. A good point, G Money. And Shaw Power for me. We just gotta just get through these next 2 games, man. Because it's all going down Friday. Y'all know. Listen, we on our Friday night Knicks shit, dripping the Knicks drip on Friday. Is Friday night Knicks, New York Knicks, and OKC, Hartenstein, SGA, and the body is New York Knicks.
Get your popcorn ready.
And you know how we do.
For real, man.
It's an NBA Finals preview.
Yeah, real talk. Shot Power, how's your boy, man? Give me your thoughts before we get out of here, man. Where you going with this Knicks score tonight, and give me your last thoughts on this thing tonight, brother.
You already know how I get down, man. You know how we get down. Anyway, control the pace. Push your pace when you need to. Slow the pace down when you want to. Grab some rebounds. I mean, this team needs to be dominated on the rebound tip. I think we got out rebounded by them last game. Hit your free throws. They've been pretty good with their free throws, especially last game. I think they were 24-26 last game. We get to the line more, so we need to stay around that 80% range. Shoot over 30%, 36% from your three-point line. Last couple of games, the Knicks have not been executing their three-point shot as well. They've been dominating in the field goal percentage down low and stuff like that. So if we up the tempo and get just over 36%, this would be a little more higher win for us. And sister basketball. Last couple of games, the Knicks have been doing great in assists, over 28 assists a game. We have to get back to that game in order for it to feel like it's a team basketball and scoring the basketball and committee instead of singular. I love Jalen Brunson's game last game, but and everybody else chipped in what they needed to. You know what I mean? But the second unit, like we talked about, and like Jay was talking about heavily, we suffered second unit. If we could have performed better in the second unit, the outcome of the game could have been different last game. So I think it'll be different this game because I think Pressure's going to get out there, score some points. We're going to get some points from Deuce. We're going to get some points from Payne, and we're going to get some points for Shaman. So with that being said, I'm right around like everybody else, but I'm going to be a little bit more moderate. I'm going to say Knicks 122 to 99, 122 to 99. Let's get it.
Thank you, huh?
Jay Chosen, give me your word, and I'll close out, my man. Cause I did forgot to run this up. Before you give your word out, ladies and gentlemen, real important thing. Washington, the only two games on the doctrine that's kind of real important to the Knicks tonight. Obviously, the Golden State Warriors are having the Cleveland Cavaliers in town tonight. Cavaliers to be at the Warriors tonight. Other than that, it's really the Sixers at the Trailblazers that's kind of relevant to us. That's about it. Tomorrow, some big games. The Bucks will be at the Pacers. That's a win-win for us tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what. Celtics got the Raptors. I think they win that. And then tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, the Cleveland Cavaliers will be in L.A. against the Lakers. The Lakers starting to get down a little bit too. And I think that's going to be a fun game. So we got to keep scoreboard watching. And another big hit, the game I'm waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it might be this day, January 2nd. Boston Celtics to be in Minnesota against Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. On TNT, that's going to be fireworks. Ant-Man versus JT.
In second place, ladies and gentlemen.
Get me started. Without calling the ambulance.
Right. Give me a score, Jay.
All right, listen. Well, you're on tomorrow, right? For the recap. Yeah. All right, so it's not the last one before the end of the year. I was going to wish everybody everything, but I'll do that tomorrow. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now, the starting lineup for the other team is Brogdon, Carrington, Colaby, or however you say his name, Trapani, and Sarr. Okay, so they don't have Poole, they don't have whatever. We should be taking care of business. I think we're going to go out there. We're going to do something like 125 to, because we mad as hell. 125 to 93. 125-93 is my final score right now, and I really believe that Cat's going to go off. And I would like to see OG go for like 30 tonight. All right. That's what I'm looking for. Brunson, I want him to get his, and I would love for him to be able to take the entire fourth quarter off.
Agreed.
Let Payne play, let the rest play, and I want them Knicks do what they do so the Divine can write a new song. Come on, let's do it.
That's for real. We on it. I'm going.
Last thing, my bad. Last thing. There's 47 of us in here right now with 31 likes. Press that like. Hit those 100 likes. That's how it goes up, and more people see us. Let's go. See the brothers do their thing.
My score, ladies and gentlemen, going to be almost the same score they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going to go 131 to 100. 131 to 100. We gave Minnesota Timberwolves 133 in Minnesota. We better get these boys 130 tonight. I know our defense coming to play tonight, and I think like y'all, like I said, it's never Alpha's problem. Just play defense tonight, it'll be a blowout. You play defense tonight, it's gonna be a blowout. You don't play defense, it'll be like the other night. But I think we play defense tonight, we get a blowout tonight. Then we go out there and get Walker Kessler and no guy to beat down on Wednesday, man. We owe them one. But other than that, man, listen, y'all enjoy the game. Thank everybody for coming in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel. Thank you for who subscribed. Brother Beater, thank you for your subscription tonight.
Thank you guys for putting us at 300. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all know how we do, man. The chat is where it's at. Without you guys, it ain't no Knicks Real Talk. Y'all really know we honestly say that each and all the time, and that's real talk. We do this for the Knicks fans in the chat because the chat is where it's at. If it ain't the chat, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean? And we appreciate everybody on the street from. So that's why it's so important that, man, y'all come on Knicks Real Talk. Come on and join the show. Get in here with the chat because they always got a popping in there. That's the invisible panel over there. They on the panel. You just can't see them. because they always get down in the chat, man. So to all you guys, the ladies and gents, I enjoy the game. We see you tomorrow on the recap. Divine, Shy Powers, Jay Chola, G Money, the chat. Everybody, peace, man. Y'all have a good night, man. Peace.
Peace.
Knicks 131.
Peace.
Let's go. Peace.
Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you one. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, what is Biology, Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No caps, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep my boo in the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. Knicks real, you know we fit the description. It's the OG Anunoby. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip.